Good morning and welcome to episode 184 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is July 24th, 2024. As the world descends on Paris, France for the 33rd Olympiad, there have been fireworks aplenty in the news this past week. Over the weekend, President Biden announced that he will not run for re-election in November, but he would see out his term as president. Vice President Kamala Harris is the presumptive favorite to take his place as the Democratic nominee to challenge former President Trump in November. Secret Service Chief Cheadle stepped down yesterday amid calls from Congress to do so for inadequately handling the rally and not protecting former President Trump at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, where he was shot in the ear. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu speaks before Congress today about actions in the Mideast war between Hamas. There are expected to be numerous protests and heightened security in the capital today. The markets are believing and acting as if there is 100% certainty that we will see rate cuts starting in September with the Federal Open Market Committee meeting in September. Time will tell if that plays out or not, and a big linchpin in whether they cut rates in September or not will come Friday when we look at the personal consumption expenditures, the key figure that the Fed and Chairman Jerome Powell look at to see the state of inflation. Let's take a look at the numbers with all this going on around us. Over the past week, gold is down 2.2% to $2,413.80. It was $2,467.80 last week. Silver's down 5.3% to $29.33. It had dipped actually below $29. It was $30.97 this time last week. Platinum's down 5.9% to $967 an ounce. It was $1,028 a week ago. And palladium is down 4.9% to $951 an ounce. It was an even $1,000 an ounce last week. With gold falling less than silver, it takes more ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold, so your gold-silver ratio is up above 80 again at 82.3 this week. It was 79.68 last week. And the dollar was struggling a bit last week, down around 103.77. It's up again, showing a little bit of strength at 104.39 this week. Now, of course, with gold and silver pulling back after a little bit of a rally a week ago, all the critics are again out there screaming at the top of their lungs that, it's a flash in the pan, gold is done, we've seen the best of what it's got to offer, and nothing can be further from the truth. In fact, anybody who's panicking with the pullback in gold and silver really ought to reassess. This is absolutely healthy for the gold and silver markets. You do not want to see a straight up movement in the gold price precipitously, because you will see a catastrophic fall to follow. Same thing with silver. So when you see these little pullbacks on profit taking, think healthy, think opportunity, embrace it, don't fear it. As always, we like you to go ahead and sign up on our YouTube channel, follow us, send us your comments and questions, like us, follow us on social media as well, and by all means take our twice weekly, always something interesting alerts and our once monthly information line newsletter. But in the end, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.